What's up, guys? Bird Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for November 13th, 2025. No, we are not quite to the Thanksgiving or Black Friday events. Those are coming up in the next 2 weeks after this one. What we have this week is much simpler and has a couple things that might be a little bit baity, might make you want to spend some gems, but in reality, everything that you see here today you probably shouldn't do until this time next week at Thursday. This is going to be one of those events where you want to wait for the spoilers to come for next week's event before you do this week's event. But I'm going to show you guys a couple things that are a little bit of a bait. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So overall, this week's events are going to be cut and dry. We have a brand new event in which daily login rewards are going to give us those mithril pickaxes and those super wishing coins, neither of which you really need to use. Of course, using the pickaxes for Sky Labyrinth is usually great to try to get to that 5-star chest. We did see, of course, a revamp on the reward structure on this. Granted, it was more or less a paid reward structuring because again, like they added things like the extra 100 bag space, the B+ soulbound stone, and of course the chest and everything like that. They're a little bit different. They're more of the current updated chest and not necessarily needing these sky chests that used to give star spawn materials, which was like one of the great ways to do it. The fact that number at like floors 8 and 9, they now give you awakenings and soul hammers is kind of cool, but let's be honest, the biggest bonus is the fact that you get 10 prophet orbs, 20 heroic scrolls, a 6-star puppet, and of course, a 5-star chest. You can probably get to this guy right here with some luck, but again, you might not want to spend gems on this event just yet. Please wait until next Thursday. I promise we'll have lots of information. The Wishing Fountain event, however, is actually kind of cool and legit. If you're starting a brand new account, it low-key is. It's giving you Eloise copies at the opportunity of coins. Now, granted, if you're on a newer account, you probably don't have many wishing coins. If you're on an older account, you're probably saving wishing coins for an event that actually rewards you for spending them. This is neither one of them. So as cool as it is to see an Eloise in something like this, it's definitely not worth going for. Now, this is where the bait starts to happen. So, of course, getting like the 500 and 1500 gem chests are always a good deal. The 2500 now that has soul hammers is interesting, but again, still not great. The 4000 just feels like completely useless unless you're a spender in the early game and you're hoping to hit something good with that copy. But yeah. 8,000 chest is definitely better than it used to be. It doesn't give you, of course, the guild coins anymore, but it's giving you 10 cores, 50 feathers, which, I mean, that's pretty solid, and 2 hero chests. This one right here could be pretty dang good. It could be. And I'm tempted to kind of start my next free-to-play account like on this week in December like I did last year. But yeah, this chest is really good. Again, you're going to want to hold off. The 16,000 chest is interesting. Basically giving you either 150 heroic scrolls, which isn't a crazy discount or anything. You're getting like this for every heroic scroll in the first pack for like 50 gems, whereas here you're still spending over 100 gems for the scroll. So I don't know. I think most people that are going to be doing this are either thinking of cashing in their gems for soul awakenings, the hearts of course, or pages of destiny, because well, there is a part of this week's event that does have to do with pages of destiny. We of course have the fragrant garden. You get bonus points for using wishing coins or super wishing coins, neither of which you should use this week. It's just not worth it unless you're spending money, and then if you're spending money, sure, why not? But we do have the return of the Chant of Destiny. So this is where using those pages of destiny and doing those summons to see if you can guys hit some good sigils for your grimoire. This is where it, of course, can potentially come in handy. Now, getting the chest is pretty cool. Of course, past 100, there's additional point totals, but you have to get to those points and you need to be spending $100, $200, $300, or $400 USD. Now remember, this chest though is pretty good. This special chest has origin artifacts. It has, destiny transition. It has star soul. It has every type of currency you'd pretty much want, except for like sublimation and essence and stuff like that. But it's potentially a thing. I mean, you spend what, $400, you get 5 of these. Not really worth it. I mean, if you're a spender, you're a spender. I'm not going to probably dissuade you otherwise. But just remember, if you do these for basically every 10 of these pages of destiny you do, you're getting 3 in return, essentially. Now, the one nice thing is the soul awakenings they're giving you are unbound ones, so you can trade any copies you get off this one. Monster tickets, I really don't know if they're worth it nowadays. It just seems like such a minor buff compared to something like your Grimoire. Same with regular treasure train tickets, you'll get some passive stats, but the Grimoire is the main focus. And with new events potentially coming this week on Android and iOS, with that new Forbidden Zone, it's a nice way to help power up your account. Now, again, these pages of destiny, you're getting basically a 30% refund all the way up to 100. Once you get past that, you get 10 of them for 25. So again, that's a little bit of a better breakdown, but it's a little bit of refund. I think this is going to be the big bait for a lot of people, because remember, I'll talk about it probably later today. You can technically buy a bunch of these pages of destiny today, and then it might be resetting pretty soon. So I'll talk about it. I'll go over a bunch of different things. Of course, the relay package has 8 super wishing coins for free this week. Besides that, really not a big need to do all this unless you're going crazy on this event. And same with these value packs right here. The value packs are just that. They have a ton of wishing coins. They got some of the chests, but there's absolutely no reason to be doing this. And I fear people are going to spend these contract Starry Gems to get a bunch of these chests, to get a bunch of pages of destiny, which then is going to also give them a lot of gems, which is going to make them want to buy this 16,000 chest, which is again going to give them more pages of destiny. All these events kind of like roll into each other. Just not really sure it's worth doing just yet. So please, please, please just wait until next Thursday to do any of these events, whether it's the pages of destiny, if you really want to do it. Again, I know a lot of people see Thursday night come Friday morning, wherever you're in the world, and it's like, I got to do the new event. Please wait. This is probably going to be one of the most important ones to wait on, because after this week right here, we are going to be having the Thanksgiving event, which is going to be a heroic summoning event. And beyond that, you're probably going to need at least 25 to like 40,000 gems if you're wanting to get something good for your heroic scrolls. Now, in the past, Thanksgiving's been pretty good. You've only needed like 900 or less heroic scrolls to do the entire event, with, of course, the gems and everything. But that's not too bad. So saving up those gems is going to be key, because not only do we have the Thanksgiving event coming up, which probably has a gem portion, like we said, we have Black Friday coming up literally right after that. And we all know Black Friday, there are tons of gem packages and Starry Gem packages up for grabs based on your VIP level. Even if you're like VIP 4 or 5, there's going to be plenty of things that you want to save your gems up for, and even contract Starry Gems. So I feel like don't get baited this week. If you get baited and you start spending those Starry Gems, those pages of destiny, those gems, you might actually regret it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, remember, if you haven't hit that subscribe button just yet, we just need 200 more, and that 95,000 subscriber giveaway, 15,000 Starry Gems, is going to be happening pretty soon. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.